She was declared dead 6 months ago, yet tonight she walked into the café where she had spent countless evenings. The rain tapped gently against the window, casting shadows across the empty chairs. No one knew she was alive until now. Emma Clarke had lived a quiet, almost invisible life in the town. She never drew attention, and that was just how she liked it. Every evening at exactly 7:15 p.m., she would enter the cafe, smile at the waiter, and settle into her corner seat with her book and coffee. She never lingered too long, never made unnecessary conversation, but that rainy evening, she didn't arrive. The staff thought it odd, shrugged it off, and went about their work. But deep down, the waiter felt that something wasn't right. Later that night, he reviewed the CCTV footage. At first, he thought he was imagining things. The camera clearly showed a figure entering the cafe, Emma's figure, but the date on the footage was 6 months after her death. His hands trembled as he rewound the footage again and again, each frame confirming the impossible. Over the next few days, more sightings were reported. Emma had been seen walking silently through the park, pausing under the flickering lamplight as if she were waiting for someone. She appeared briefly at the library, staring at the same shelf she used to visit. Each sighting was brief, almost ghostly, and always at the exact same hour she had once lived her life. It became apparent that this wasn't a coincidence. Someone or something was trying to send a message. The investigation led authorities to an abandoned apartment at the edge of town. Inside, the place was eerily quiet, dust covering furniture as if it hadn't been touched for months. But on the walls, hundreds of photographs had been carefully pinned, all of Emma. Each photo showed her from different angles, in different places, after the date of her supposed death. It was as if someone or she herself had documented every moment of her life, unseen and hidden. On one wall, a calendar was pinned, with red marks on specific dates. Each date corresponded to the day she had been seen in public after her death. Beneath the marks were tiny notes. Watched him again. He didn't see me. Tomorrow I wait. The victim, it seemed, was a man who had been stalking her months before her disappearance. Now, months later, he was nowhere to be found. Every clue pointed to a deliberate, calculated plan, one that Emma had executed while the world thought she was dead. The final and most chilling clue came in the form of a message etched in fog on a bathroom mirror in the abandoned apartment. I was never the one in the coffin. The authorities were stunned. Who had actually been buried 6 months ago? And who was Emma Clarke? Every theory they had seemed more impossible than the last. Rumors spread throughout the town. Some whispered that she had faked her death to punish the man who had tormented her. Others spoke of darker, more supernatural possibilities, that she had returned from death itself to deliver justice. People began to notice other strange occurrences, shadows moving in abandoned streets, faint reflections of someone in the windows, glimpses of the familiar figure under streetlights. The town felt haunted, though no one could explain why. Friends and family were conflicted. Those who had mourned her death now questioned everything they thought they knew. Could someone truly return from the dead, unseen for months, perfectly orchestrating events in silence? Or was this merely the cunning of a woman who refused to be a victim, a master of her own disappearance and vengeance? Emma's actions remained precise, almost methodical. Every day she watched. Every move was calculated. The man she had targeted vanished without a trace, leaving only questions and fear behind. And though no one saw her directly after that night in the café, the fear lingered, like a shadow that could not be dispelled. To this day, the town remains unsettled. Some believe Emma is still out there, watching, waiting. Others insist that she disappeared entirely, leaving the town to wrestle with the enigma she left behind. Every corner of the town, every flicker of light in the dark, seems to carry her presence, reminding people that in her world, nothing is ever as it seems, and every story has a dark side. For those who dare to uncover it, the truth remains hidden, waiting for the next curious mind brave enough to follow the clues. Emma Clarke may have vanished from sight, but her story, her meticulous plan, and the chilling reality of her return remain etched into the memories of all who remember her. And in the shadows, the question lingers: who is really alive and who has already returned from the dead? If you want to uncover more stories like this, subscribe to NoirTales and step into the shadows where every tale has a twist, and every dark corner hides a secret waiting to be revealed.